Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now, today we're gonna bring our focus and attention back to XCN, or not XCN. I got it mixed up. I have so many coins I cover, I get it mixed up. But Zbcn, right? We have to make sure we understand what's really going on in the short term. I know a lot of people, they're probably waiting for entries right now. They're probably thinking, okay, when's a good time to buy? You gotta understand that. As I said, I prefer to buy in sideways action. Right now, as I said, when we're talking about resistance and support, those lines are where you're gonna face the most uncertainty, the most volatility. And right now, this is the second daily candle on the red. If you just go on the 4 hour, we can probably see this picture a bit clearer. So as you can see here, we see it a lot clearer. On the 4 hour, this is the third candle. This is the fourth candle that's gonna close red. At the end of the day, when it comes to XCN, I've said this in multiple videos now, but because we didn't break this trend, this is big resistance right now. That trend line we're trying to regain possession over, it's looking less and less likely that we're gonna break it, but it's so volatile that I cannot predict what's gonna happen, because this could literally, within one pump, be back above support and be on its way to test these highs. At the same time, it could be on its way. We can even get another. That's why I'm saying this resistance is hitting heavy. We can get another retest and another breakdown. That's what could happen. Every scenario is beautiful, because I'm not ever looking at charts because, oh no, do I sell 100% of Zbcn? Now I'm looking at charts and entries where to buy XCN at a good price point, because I do believe if it reaches this level here, if it reaches this level, the 5-2 mark, that could be a good entry. That could be a good swing trade. I do like that. Once we bounce this support, I do feel like we can bounce off this support heavy. If we don't, of course, next level is 4-2. Now you have to understand, right? The reason I say be careful. To stretch, it's early in the morning still. The reason I said be careful is because, remember, like, right now, this is the most attention we ever had with XCN. This is the most attention, the most volume we ever had. But there's many people, what the hell? There's many people that it's smart money, they will buy in here. I mean, just put smart money. This is smart money right here. If you didn't know what smart money means, this is literally what it means. This is smart money. I'm just being real. People buying here, just in market terms, people buying at this level, it's dumb money. I'm just being real. People that buy at this level in the markets, they class it as dumb money, because they buy the top. They buy the local top, which, of course, when you're thinking long term, there's nothing wrong with that. To each their own. When we're just talking about on the macro, on the short term, I mean the micro, this is only dumb money that are really gonna buy after impulsive move right here. No one with trading experience brought a 7. It's important to have the discipline to buy when we have more confirmation of, I feel like, sideways action, or the best ways to buy, in my opinion, is on the down. If we have big dips like this and we touch key levels, that's probably a buy. Not buying on his fourth candle to the upside. That don't make no sense, because even if we did, why do I say this? Because listen, if I don't buy here, if I didn't buy here, but I waited, we got the pullback anyway. So I would have bought for cheap. If you're buying on 4 or 5 green candles on a 4 hour, it's not the most responsible. Once I said each to their own. But with this coin, once I start seeing sideways, I will be entering accumulation phase again. I'm just literally waiting on the setup to play out. It could take a few weeks for us to know what's going to really happen. It could take a few days, because at this point, XCM moved up hundreds of percentages over 7 days. Over 7 days, What's the date today? 31st. So that means on the 25th. So from here, let's just do the math. Let's see how much that the position actually would have produced the trader buying at 7 days, the 7-day position. Around here. That's a 93% move. So even if you bought 7 days ago, you still weren't too late. You bought 7 days ago, you still weren't too late. But the people that are really affecting price action here is the people that bought over here. The reason price struggles at these highest price points is not because of new traders. It's because of the smart money that's deciding we're going to take profit now. Because some people are actually coming on a 7, 8x. So just be careful of that there could be big sell-offs. We can break out, as I said, this is still possible. But what's also possible is fake breakouts, which cause choppy action. Choppy action could sometimes cause break belows, or we can just continue it. But at the end of the day, what I would say is I'm just waiting for more sideways, then I'll re-enter. But I'm already in Zebec, so I'm not like I'm re-entering. We're just buying more. But right now, these regions are very volatile to the up and downside. But it does seem like we can break this structure. If you just line these lines up, you see what I'm talking about. It seems more and more potent. Like yesterday, that's why it's so difficult to gauge it, because it's so small in market cap that a big buy can invalidate this whole thesis. Like this, and a big buy can invalidate this. And the way I was saying, we could break, or we could test these support levels. We might not even make it to support. We could just see a big candle up. That, as we've seen over here, these are big buys over here. The big buys that just made price. That's why when it broke below the trend and it regained support, that was one's resistance. Like that was off big buy, big high ticket buys. A lot of attention on this coin. That's why it's important. Like you move responsible, not financial advice. But I just, as I said, let it touch key levels. If we bounce around in this zone, that's a good entry. So remember, this is an asset, not a gamble. That's how I feel. Zbcn is an asset, not a gamble. So regardless of short-term petty price action, on a macro, there's only one way to go, and that's uppity up. Uppity up. You know what I'm saying? Uppity up. That's how I feel. So it's the first video of the day. Many more to come. I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being said, it was Young Wealth from Shining Out. Peace.